was a matter of time before someone got to Mr. House.
Now that Mr. House is out of the way.
What is it? I'll make my way there.
By order of Caesar, all visitors must disarm and relinquish all banned items. Awe, true to Caesar.
Awe, true to Caesar. You must enter Caesar's tent alone.
I've read Mr. House's obituary. Had a high opinion of himself, didn't he? With Mr. House out of the way, I can focus on smoothing out a few lingering complications elsewhere in the Mojave. First up are the boomers of Nellis Air Force Base, a tribe so reclusive it lobs artillery shells at anyone who comes near their settlement. I want you to offer them an alliance with my legion. My terms are simple. Target their guns against the NCR side of the dam when I assault it, and they can keep their freedom. If you find they aren't amenable to this offer, destroy them. Is that so? You are good, aren't you? If the boomers will toe the line, I can focus on other preparations, but not without first rewarding your initiative. Now, moving on. I want you to forge an alliance between Caesar's Legion and the White Glove Society. They used to be cannibals. I expect that information can be used to manipulate them. Go to... Oh, God damn it! Never this bad before. Fuck this! I'm going to lie down. Come back later. Tomorrow!
Awe, true to Caesar.
Some of the slaves have been spreading stories about the burned man again.
I spent months feeding the Omertas bribes, nursing their betrayal, and you've ruined all that. Allow me to make this clear. Because you've been of service to me, I will forgive your crimes against my legion this one time. In the future, if I become aware that you've committed other crimes, I'll have my Praetorians butcher you before my eyes. If you've committed any other crimes, this is the time to confess them, because after today, there will be no forgiveness. Understand this. From this moment forward, any other crimes will be punished by death. No exceptions. I will have you hacked into pieces by my Praetorians for my amusement. Understand? Now, getting back to business. You've been resourceful in the past. Why are you a failure now? You'd best step up your performance with this next assignment. I want you to destroy the Mojave chapter of the Brotherhood of Steel. It's not a full-strength chapter, mind you. The profligates... Oh. Huh? Yeah. Yeah. The Brotherhood. Them. I don't know. There have been a couple. Don't. Just leave it alone. I'm fine. Now, what was I saying? Right. Look for the Brotherhood's bunker around, Hidden Valley. My scouts saw some things. I'm going to bed. We'll talk later.
Some of the slaves have been... spreading stories about me.
Our way. True to César.
Has the Brotherhood been destroyed? If I say the Brotherhood should be destroyed, it's necessary. My Legion can win a fight against the Brotherhood of Steel, but it would be costly. Your job is to make sure there's no Brotherhood for us to fight. Is that so? Mark my words, you piece of shit. This is the last time you will ever refuse to perform an order I've given you. If you meant what you said, you best be on your way, and at good speed. And forget all that I could have given you. If you ever disobey me again, I will order my Praetorians to hack you to death with their machetes for my entertainment.
Good, you made it. I've been receiving reports of your activities for a little while now and wanted to meet you myself. The reports label you a troublemaker, but also extraordinarily capable. And right now, I can use all the capable people I can get. Crocker gets handed the fluff missions that no one else wants to do. When people need something really important done, they come to me. Usually I dispatch one or more rangers to see these things through, but I'm a little short-handed at the moment. Think you're up for a real mission? Since the majority of my men are on assignment dealing with the Legion, I need someone to handle other matters that have arisen. Make no mistake, there's a battle coming, and I intend to make sure there are no loose ends when the time comes. One such loose end is a gang known as the Great Khans. Have you heard of them? Then I don't need to tell you that they can be a pain in the ass. The NCR has a rather sordid history with them, and I'm concerned that we'll find them aiding our enemies when the Legion attack comes. That is, unless we get to them first. I want you to visit them in their canyons to the far west and make sure they're in no shape to join the Legion. They're just another gang of raiders as far as I'm concerned, so deal with them appropriately. Any questions? Then you'll need to make sure none of them are left to do so. Any other questions? I can't lend you any troops, but I've already sent word to Quartermaster Barden that you're to be given full access to our hardware. You'll have to pay for what you take, however. We can't afford to give away equipment. Did you have any other questions? Don't fool yourself. I've dealt with enough of these gangs to know that they can't be trusted. Was there anything else? Good. I look forward to hearing of your progress. Dismissed.
Morning. Hello.
Are you ready to die? You like the sight of your own... You like the sight of your own blood?
Not now. Busy.
So the cub enters the wolf's den. What do you want, cub? Have you now? Well, you're a bold one, I'll give you that. But why should I do this for you? Ha! The great Khans will not be slaves. Caesar himself has promised us the land from here to the Colorado, and the freedom to raid as we see fit. I won't hear any more talk against Caesar or his alliance. The great Khans will answer Caesar's call to war, and the NCR will pay for their crimes. You march all the way out to Red Rock Canyon, enter my home as bold as you please, and you have no idea who I am? You've got guts, I'll give you that. Well then, let me educate you. I am the chief of the great Khans. The Khan of Khans, if you like. This is my tribe, and these are my people. Farewell.
I heard you try to convince Papa Khan not to join with Caesar's Legion. I'd like to talk to you about that for a moment. Name's Regis. I'm Papa's second-in-command. You might say I share your concern about Caesar. You want to convince Papa not to ally with Caesar, right? Trust me, you'll get nowhere just talking to him about it. He's fixated on restoring the glory of the great Khans, and he sees Caesar as the path to that restoration. Papa can be a stubborn man, but he's not a tyrant. He listens to his tribe, and to 4 voices in particular: me, Jack, Diane, and Melissa. If you can convince all of us that allying with Caesar is a bad idea, you might be able to sway him. I have my doubts about Caesar, yes, but I won't publicly go against Papa Khan based on nothing more than doubts. I've heard rumors that tribes who aligned with Caesar in the past were torn apart and reduced to slaves. Prove it, and I'll back you. You'd have to talk to them, but those 2 have been thick as thieves since they were kids. Convince one, and the other will come around. Ah, Melissa. She's a bit of a dreamer. Last time she was in camp, Carl filled her head with stories of serving the Legion as a speculatore. Personally, I've never seen a woman in Legionnaire's armor, so I have my doubts. Good. Oh, one more thing. Caesar's representative, Carl, has become fast friends with Papa. Carl's the one who has him so fixated on this alliance. You'll probably have an easier time of things if you can find a way to get him out of the picture. I would too, if I were you. It's good to have you here. Let me see. My God, this is even worse than I thought. Okay, you have my support. I'll tell Papa the alliance is a bad idea.
You're the one making a name for yourself among the troops, aren't you? What is it you need? Join? Oh, no, I simply couldn't. That is, I'm not worthy of such an honor. Of course I am. That is to say, Caesar has many fine warriors, and I wouldn't wish to compare them to the great Khans. Enough! How dare you compare Caesar's finest to this tribe of savages? The mightiest great Khan is scarcely a match for a Legion recruit. The burned man would leave their mightiest shitting themselves in terror. I would. That is... You motherless bastard. You'll pay for this.
Great Khans. Drive C... Hey!
If there's one thing I won't tolerate, it's working with some dog of the Legion. You've got some explaining to do. All right, but we better not have to have this talk again. Is it time?